You lace up your shoes every morning. You track your steps on your phone or your watch, aiming for that magical 10,000 mark. You are doing exactly what your doctor told you to do to stay healthy as you age. But what if I told you that your daily walk is hiding a devastating biological secret? What if walking is actually allowing the most important muscles in your legs to physically shrink and waste away? Hi, I am Dr. Anya. For decades, the medical system has handed adults over 60 a massive lie. Just go for a walk. While walking is wonderful for your heart, it completely fails your muscles. It only uses your slow endurance fibers, ignoring the fast, explosive muscles you actually need to catch yourself when you trip, get up from a low chair, and prevent a life-changing fall.
Today, we are exposing the 10,000-step lie. I am going to show you exactly why your legs feel weaker even though you walk every day, and I will walk you through a simple 3-minute chair protocol you can do right now in your living room to rebuild your strength and bulletproof your balance.
Let's talk about what is actually happening inside your legs right now. Curious, have you noticed that getting out of a deep sofa is a little harder than it was 5 years ago? Or that climbing a flight of stairs leaves your thighs burning, even though you walk every single day? You are experiencing something called sarcopenia. Sarco means flesh or muscle, and penia means loss. It is the age-related, progressive loss of muscle mass and function. It is a silent thief. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens ounce by ounce, year by year. Starting around age 30, we begin to lose muscle mass, but once we cross the threshold of 60, that loss aggressively accelerates. Size, if you are not actively fighting it, you can lose up to 3 to 5% of your muscle mass every single decade. So, why did your doctor just tell you to go for a walk? To understand this, we have to look at the reality of the modern medical system. Your doctor cares about you, but they probably only have 10 to 15 minutes to see you. In that short window, their primary focus is keeping you alive. They are looking at your blood pressure, your cholesterol, and your heart. Walking is fantastic cardiovascular exercise. It strengthens your heart, it clears your arteries, and it is a safe, easy recommendation to give a patient in a 10-minute appointment. But your body is not just a heart. Imagine owning a classic car. Your doctor is constantly maintaining the engine, making sure it runs perfectly. But meanwhile, the chassis, the suspension, and the frame of the car are slowly rusting and hollowing out. What good is a perfect engine if the wheels collapse the moment you hit a bump in the road? That is what walking does. It trains your engine, but it completely ignores the structural integrity of your frame. And that structural weakness is what leads to the most terrifying, life-changing event an older adult can experience, a fall. To understand why walking cannot prevent a fall, I need to teach you a quick, fascinating lesson about your own biology. Curious, your muscles are not just one solid piece of meat. They're made up of millions of tiny, individual fibers, and they generally fall into two categories, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 fibers are your slow-twitch fibers. These are your endurance workers. They use oxygen very efficiently and can go for a long, long time without getting tired. When you go for your daily 30-minute or hour-long walk, you are beautifully training your slow-twitch fibers. You are telling your body, I need to move at a steady, slow pace for a long distance. And your body adapts to become very good at exactly that. But then we have the type 2 fibers. These are your fast-twitch fibers. These are the explosive, powerful fibers. They don't have much endurance, but they generate massive amounts of force in a fraction of a second. You use fast-twitch fibers when you jump out of the way of a speeding bicycle, when you push a heavy door open, or when you forcefully stand up from a low toilet seat. Now, picture this scenario. You are walking through your living room, perfectly fine, and the tip of your shoe catches the edge of an area rug. In that exact millisecond, your center of gravity shifts forward. You are falling. To stop that fall, your brain sends a lightning-fast panic signal to your leg: shoot forward and catch us. Your slow-twitch walking fibers cannot help you here. They are too slow. They are built for a marathon, not an emergency. The only thing that can shoot your leg out fast enough and with enough rigid power to absorb the weight of your entire falling body are your fast-twitch fibers. They act like the explosive airbags in a car crash. But here is the devastating biological truth. Fast-twitch fibers are metabolically expensive for your body to keep. If you do not use them, your body eats them. Because walking only uses the slow fibers, your body assumes you don't need the fast ones anymore. It literally allows your biological airbags to shrink, waste away, and disappear. This is the 10,000-step lie. You are walking every day, feeling healthy, completely unaware that your emergency braking system has been uninstalled. When you trip on that rug, the leg doesn't shoot out fast enough, the muscle isn't strong enough to hold you, and the result is a fractured hip, a hospital stay, and the sudden, terrifying loss of your independence. But it does not have to be this way. You can wake those fast-twitch fibers up today, no matter your age. So, how do we wake up those dormant, life-saving fast-twitch fibers without risking an injury? You do not need a gym membership, and you certainly do not need heavy, dangerous weights. You only need 3 minutes, your own body weight, and a sturdy dining room chair. Excited, I call this the anti-fall chair protocol. We are going to intentionally send a loud, biological signal to your brain that says, I need my fast fibers back. Here are the 3 movements. Movement number 1, the explosive stand. Sit near the edge of your sturdy chair. Plant your feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Now, normally when you stand up, you use your arms to push off the armrests and you stand up slowly. We are changing that today. Cross your arms over your chest. I want you to lean slightly forward and then push through your heels and stand up as fast and as explosively as you safely can. Pause, boom. Up. By demanding sudden speed, your brain is forced to bypass the slow walking fibers and instantly recruit your fast-twitch emergency fibers to launch you upward. Once you are standing, I want you to sit back down as slowly as humanly possible. Control the descent. That slow downward phase rebuilds the structural integrity of your knees. Do this explosive stand and slow sit 5 times. Movement number 2, the catch yourself stomp. This movement trains the exact neural pathway you need when you trip on a rug. Stay seated on the edge of your chair. Lift your right knee up toward your chest and then slam your foot down onto the floor as fast and as hard as you can. Stomp it. Imagine you are crushing a bug. Lift the left knee and stomp. Do this alternating stomp 10 times. This is not about building massive muscle. This is about training your nervous system to fire a rapid, rigid command to your leg. You are literally practicing the exact emergency movement required to catch your entire body weight during a fall. Movement number 3, the hover hold. This is where we build the ironclad stability in your thighs. Stand up in front of your chair. Slowly begin to sit down, but right before your bottom touches the seat, about 2 inches above the chair, I want you to stop. Hold that hovering position. Keep your chest up and your weight in your heels. Hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand back up. When you hold that hover, you are creating massive time under tension. You are forcing every single fiber in your quadriceps to lock together and support your frame. Do this hover hold 3 times. That entire protocol takes less than 3 minutes. If you do the explosive stand, the stomp, and the hover hold just 3 days a week, you will fundamentally change the biology of your legs. Excited, I am not telling you to stop walking. Please keep walking. Walk for your heart, walk for your lungs, walk for your mental health, and walk to enjoy the sunshine. But you must understand that walking is your cardiovascular maintenance. This 3-minute chair protocol? Pause. This is your independence insurance. You do not have to accept that getting older means getting weaker. You do not have to live in fear of a devastating fall. Reassuring, you have the power to rebuild your emergency braking system right now in your own living room. I want to hear from you today. What is the everyday movement that has become the most frustrating for you? Is it getting out of a low car seat, climbing the stairs, or just feeling unsteady when you turn around too quickly? Go down to the comments and let me know. I read them, and your experience helps others realize they are not alone in this fight. If this masterclass changed the way you view your daily walk today, please hit the like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that this is vital information, helping us reach other adults over 60 who are secretly terrified of losing their mobility. Type "I am building my strength" in the comments below to make your vitality pledge today. Subscribe to Dr. Anya Health 60 Plus for more evidence-based masterclasses on reclaiming your independence and your health. Keep walking, but start building. Take care of your body, and I will see you in our next video.